Peace, family. How y'all doing? So, today I have a special guest with me.
Hello.
My little sister Shakura, and basically, we had to do something for the kids, or we had to do something simple. You know what I'm saying? It's time that you get these kids involved. Basically, I enlightened my sister on a lot of the things, or basically everything that it is that I'm learning. Anything that I could get in there. Am I right?
Yes.
Is it how? So how does it feel? Let me first ask you before you interview me. Basically, she'll be interviewing me, asking me certain random questions about consciousness and spirituality. So before we start that, to get a kid's point of view, how does it feel living with conscious adults, or having a big sister that is consciously aware or spiritually in tune as I am?
Honestly, for me, I feel like it's a benefit because it's like I'm more awakened and like I'm more like aware of my surroundings and stuff. Like I can.
Is it different for you, like going to school and the way the other kids may be, and then compared to the way and the things that you know and the way you carry yourself?
Yes, sometimes it's kind of difficult because like sometimes I try to explain things to them, but it's just like they don't understand, or they just say, nah, that's fake, or stuff like that. So it's like kind of hard to explain. I don't know if I'm explaining right, but it's just like
It can be frustrating
yes.
with nobody basically understanding.
It's like
where you're
speaking a
coming
different
from.
language.
Right.
So do you want me to ask your questions now?
You want to ask me questions now? All right, you can ask me questions now.
So the first question I have for her is, like, what made you want to become spiritual? Like, did you just wake up one day and say, oh, I'm just gonna be spiritual today?
Well, for me, I always had spirituality in me. Even when you deal with religion, you know what I'm saying? Because our Nana was a Christian. Our grandmother was a Christian, and we followed Christian beliefs. But on the other side, my family, they were Catholic, but I never really heard them talking about like a specific God. Like how you guys, how Christians, they talk about Jesus. Well, with Catholic, I really didn't understand their point. I just understood that my family on my father's side, they was more spiritual than anything, and they worshiped people of their bloodline, people they actually knew, people like their brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles and great grandmothers and stuff like that. These are the people that they lit candles for, and they prayed to, and they danced for them and things like that. So they basically, I was always into spirituality. Like when I was born, I had my first spiritual bath. So it was very easy for me to be open-minded to this point that I am now, where I was able to drop the religion, the Catholic or the Christian, and I'm able to be the person I am today and be aware and conscious.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Any questions you have about that, or are you good?
Okay, my second question that I have is, how do you stay positive when someone is really messing up your day, or make you really angry, like when you get really, really frustrated? Like, how do you just say, forget this person, I'm gonna stay positive?
Well, because I know for one, when you're negative, it brings down your vibration. It puts you in a sick state of mind. It keeps you depressed. It keeps you feeling sad. Well, that's basically depressed, but it keeps you depressed, angry, scared. You know what I'm saying? So I don't hold on to negativity in any type of way. So it keeps me to stay positive, because I don't do it for the person that I'm mad at. Because I could really, if I wanted to, chew their head off. But I do it for myself, because it takes me into a place that I don't need to be, with everything that it is that I'm trying to stand for. Any questions about that? I know you may have times where you get angry at your fellow classmates, and they may say things and stuff that may upset you. Like, is there any questions that you may have regarding to that? Or
even if you still try to stay positive, but they push you too hard where you can't, then what do?
Well, then you have to dib and dab. That's what you call dibbing and dabbing in your lower self. See, for me, you pushing me beyond the limit is you getting in my comfort zone and you putting your hands in my face or you touch me. Then all of that positivity then leaves the window. Or it can stay and I could just positively hit you back. But I'm not the type of person to say, oh, turn the other cheek. I believe in positivity all the way 100%, but I also believe that you have to keep a balance in yourself. You can't be all good with no bad, or you can't be all bad with no good. It has to be a balance. So as long as people is respecting your space and they're not in your face and things like that, and you're able to walk away, then walk away from that confrontation, because at the end of the day, it's going to make your vibrations go low.
Okay. Now, my third question kind of relates to number one. It's basically an add-on. So how did you discover all the spirituality stuff? Like your Florida water? Like, how did you...
Basically, going back to with my family roots again, my grandmother is from Belize. My grandfather is from Livingston, Guatemala. These people, my grandfather looks black, he's just light-skinned, and my grandmother is darker than me. And that's basically the Caribbean area, Central America. And they use things like that out there. They use Florida water for spiritual baths and blowing balls for spiritual baths. And this is how I was able to pick up. This is why I had like basically a head start when I became really conscious and I got into my black African roots and my history and stuff like that, because I always didn't have that knowledge. But the spirituality aspect of it, I feel like I had, but I just didn't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So I basically that's how that's how I know so much about, you know, the spiritual things to do as far as Florida water and things like that, because my grandmother actually put that in my bath. You know what I'm saying? Like I got spiritual baths as a young age. I was involved in rituals at a young age, yearly rituals where we would meet our ancestors yearly, and all the parents, the grandparents, their kids had to be there. You know what I'm saying? Strictly family, and we would dance for them, we would feed them, we would gather around and speak to them, and you know, whatever ways that we knew how. But yeah, that's basically how I got a head start in spirituality, is because I was basically born into it.
My fourth question is, you know, like you do tarot readings and stuff, what makes you believe them? Like if you do a tarot reading or something, like how do you know that they're accurate? Or like how does the tarot cards like know like what you're trying to...
Well, everything you deal with is energy, and tarot cards are basically divination cards. And when you hold a certain energy, the cards hold a certain energy, and it's really hard to explain. You know, that's one caught me a little bit off guard, but it's divination cards. It's divination. It goes by energy. It goes by your moods, inner feelings, outer feelings. What type of energies it is that you're tapping into, because it's not only dealing with my feelings, because I can read for other people that I don't even know, and everything comes out accurate. You know what I'm saying? And how I really knew it to be true was because, you know, I read for myself daily. I read tarot cards for myself every single day, and every single day it's cards coming up that I don't even want to see, but I know it's true. And I'm just like, you know, in the beginning when I first started working with tarot cards, I did question it, like, I wonder how these cards know. But it has something to do with the energy. It has something to do with divination. Like I said, just sway. I don't know, but it's always accurate and it's always on point. Maybe next week we could do a segment just on tarot cards, and I'll be a little bit more prepared to answer that question. But honestly, that's all I got so far as the tarot cards go.
My fifth question is, like, whenever I come in here and I ask you a question or something, or like if I need help with anything, how come it smells smoky? Like it has like the spiritual smoke and stuff, and like it smells. It's kind of like something's burning.
Well,
like the
see,
sage
that's
stuff.
Yeah, sage. Well, I be in here burning sage, Palo Santos, different herbs, and for different reasons. I can burn something to meditate, to be able to clear my mind, to be able to calm me down. I can burn something to to get rid of all the negativity in the house or in the room, have to get rid of that negativity, I can burn something basically for different spiritual reasons. You know what I'm saying? I put intent on smoke and I let the smoke clear the room. So that's basically, how spiritual smokings go and things like that.
Okay. Would you rather take a spirituality bath or go on a nature walk all day?
All day?
Yeah.
I think I'd rather...
I don't know if you want to take a bath with it because then, you get all tingly.
Yeah, then my skin will start peeling off everywhere. Honestly, I would rather go on a nature walk. I love nature walks. I'm taking them, I take nature walks every single day. And that's basically my time to free myself, to clear my mind, to be able to think about all that's going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? That's my time to feel grounded with nature, especially because I'm outdoors. I hear the birds. It's a calming sensation for me. It's like staring at a fish tank in the dark all night. That's the only thing you see lit up. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather go on a nature walk all day.
The spiritual. Okay. And this last question, this is, for me, I feel like this is a really important question on what I'm about to ask you. What does consciousness mean to you? Like,
what does consciousness mean to me? Consciousness, without being spiritual, is point blank period being aware. Being aware of your surroundings. Being aware of the things that's going on around you and, the environment you're in. You're aware of the toxins in the water. You're aware that it's basically a genocide, a quiet genocide on African Americans, so-called, or black, melanated people, period. Don't even get, you know how I am about that stuff, so I'm not even going to get into that. But consciousness is being aware and not being so wrapped up into the illusional BS, as far as, for adults I'm speaking on, not for you, but adults that you went to adults' house where all they want to do is watch TV all day. All they want to do is, not in tune with reality and what's really going on around them. They're just so blind. They're just living day by day, not knowing what the hell is going on in the world, So that's basically what consciousness without the spirituality is to me.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, I'm Shakora. This is my older sister.
And y'all be seeing me later. Y'all know what's up.
Bye, guys.
Bye.